just going to check the smoker. I have salmon and cheese and stuff. You'll see how far it's gone now. Follow me along and I will see if I can get this whole rig with me. And hopefully sound is recording as well. Here's the smoker, Bradley smoker. Just get me a tripod up here. Yeah. In the shed, where there's a good ventilation on top here, so I hope you can see smoke coming up at the top there. It's on the end of it now. Started yesterday at 6 p.m. And now it's around 1 o'clock the day after, so it's around 19 hours. And hopefully on the black back there you can see that smoke is coming up. Yeah, I don't know how this will be on the video, but let's see. Okay, and we can take a sneak peek inside. We can see here 12 degrees, that's okay, Celsius. And here goes it, the salmon, the cheeses, and on top I have salt, and need to stir that a little bit, I think. And the cheeses needs to be turned, but I'll do that when this smoking session is over. And here we have the cold smoking unit. See how much is left. Sometimes it's a little sticky. We can see it's almost at the end now. Actually it is at the end. So within 10-15 minutes I'll have to change this and give it a new round. So in total it'll be around 20 hours times 2. So as I mentioned, it's almost at the end, so we might as well take it now. Yeah, I don't know if you can see it, but this is going to be emptied out, and then a new round of smoking dust into the tray. But it's been smoking for 20-21 hours, so I'll just put in a new one, new round of dust. So sawdust, what do you call it? Smoking dust. So here we are at the other side of the shed, and I have my bag here, and I just simply lift it out and empty out the used dust. That's a little. But when it comes out here, I think it will be okay. I simply use this steel brush to take out the kind of just to loosen it up. Clean it up a little bit. So that air can come in and help the smoking process. And this one, just cleaning it up a little bit. Ready for a new round. This one on the table as well. This is my waterproof bucket for smoking dust, and I have this I don't know what it is called, spoon. And I simply put it in here. A little bit of it will fall through, but as long as you have the main part up, So simply filling up the snake form here. Labyrinth, whatever you call it. Just like, I don't know, 3-4 centimeters of dust in here. Missing a little bit over here. And that's. Close the lid again. Keep it airtight, moisture tight. That. And then I just want to show you, if it's possible here. I just take 2 fingers and make it like a small raise in the middle. And distribute it evenly around the corners. I don't know if it helps, but that's the way I do it. Like that. And here you go. Ready for a new round. Okay. So, back to the smoking oven. I would like to try to show you how I light up this labyrinth of. Just put it halfway in. You can see here. And then I have this, it's actually alcohol, isopropyl alcohol. Good for starting fires. And just put on, spray a little bit here. Just so that it soaks. And then light the fire. You can see the small flame there. That's okay. And that's should be enough to start it. So we just close the lid. And yeah, in 10 to 15 minutes the alcohol will have evaporated, and smoke should start coming out soon. And then we'll hopefully see it on top there, and then it continues that for like 20 hours or something. So we'll check back on it in like 5-10 minutes. Okay, so in the meanwhile, while it starts burning again, you can take out this the salt and just turn it a little around. I have some of the old stuff in there that has already been smoked, and then I added some new one. That's the white, of course. Just turning it a little around like that, and then back in the smoker. Now we have the cheese here. You can turn that a little bit as well. Like that. And the other cheeses. And the salmon would just keep in the same direction as everything else. So close the cupboard again. I need to go and wash my hands. Just take a look if the flame has gone out. No, still burning there. So a couple more minutes, it will fade away, and then smoke should start coming up here. But nothing yet. The temperature might rise a little bit due to the flame just giving some warmth there. But of course this tube is going to cool them down afterwards. So let's check back in 5 minutes. Okay, around 5 minutes have gone now. We just slightly check here. Yeah, the flames are out and smoke is coming out. That's all nice. It's a little bit hot here in the top, but nothing to worry about. And if we see up here, hopefully you can see it. It's just smoke coming up like from a cigarette or cigar, maybe a little bit more. If I get it on the black background, maybe you're able to see it more. And if we just take a small look at the inside, yeah, we can see smoke is coming up there. So temperature is raised to 14 degrees. That's not to worry about. So that's good for approximately 20 hours. What is the time now? It's 1:30. So tomorrow, approximately at noon, we'll check in on it, see how it goes. Great. Yeah, so here we are the day after. 24 hours has passed, or a little more maybe. Smoking has finished, so the end result is in here. It's raining outside, so I'll have to carry all of these inside to my garage. I'll put them in the dry age refrigerator for like 2 days to mature, and that the smoke get further into the meat, the fish and the cheese. So I'll do that off camera, carry those in, and I'll show the dry age refrigerator. Okay, so here we are in the garage. I lined it all up here. To move down here, so this is the salt, the cheeses, and the salmon. And in the back here, I'll show you in a minute, I have the dry age refrigerator. Basically a refrigerator, but this one just keeps the moisture at a certain level, 75 percentage moisture in the air, so actually drying. And here they will sit for around 2 days, all of it, to mature a little more before I pack it down. Okay, so the salmon just goes directly into the fridge. Just put in this little glove here to avoid much of the grease here. So salmon goes in, and the cheeses I take off and put in directly, because then I can wash off these trays immediately. Yeah, and then it makes a noise because I have it open so long that it'll be all right in a minute. And then the salt goes in here as well, actually to dry a little bit. It might have taken up some moisture from the let me close this one, from the smoking oven, being outside in the nature and stuff. So yeah, it will also dry for around 2 days. Okay, so in the fridge, and maybe I should tell you what these cheeses are. This on the right side there is a camembert or brie, actually with walnuts in them, so it makes them a little more delicious. And you can't see now, but they will get a little darker, and just the smoking flavor is just sitting outside in the shell, so to speak, and gives a nice taste to that. And this is just I don't know what you call it, a fat cheese. It comes in double that size. I cut them in half to give more smoke on each side. And then of course the salt and the salmons. So they will sit there for 2 days. And I'll get back to it and show you the packing. And up here we have the degrees. It's actually set for 3 degrees and 75% humidity. So right now it's a little higher, but it will get down to 3 and 75 as soon as I close the door here. Oh, and I can show one more thing. We actually have a UV light here that I can activate, and when we close the door, maybe you can see it. Let me see up here. You can see the UV light is coming on. It's tough to focus. It's only on when the door is closed, and this will take any bacteria in the air and perhaps some that sits on the items as well. But yeah, I usually leave it on for a couple of hours and then turn it off again. And for the trays, I usually just soak them in warm water, and then with a little bit of Ajax, just to loosen the fat and the smoke residue, like that. And then tomorrow, or maybe in a couple of hours even, I can take them up and clean them easily. Okay, so here we are, ready for packing day. It's been actually 3 days since I put that in the fridge for drying and maturing. So now I'm ready to pack it down. So I'm starting with the salmon, and I prepared some vacuum bags here, just sealed in one end. See if I can show it. Yeah, sealed in one end. And then I prepped the salmon here on some golden plates. And yeah, let me adjust the camera here. So I actually just put it in here. Switching on the vacuum machine and just vacuum seal the bags. Slight pressure, start. Yeah, you have to take care. Sometimes the juices or the fat from the salmon will interfere with the sealing, but in this case I succeeded. So this is tight and good, and I will have to store this in the freezer for up to 2-3 months. Maybe we will eat it sooner. So I usually put on the date here, so I know exactly when I'm looking in the freezer what batch this is. So I'll do this with the rest of the salmon, and then we cut to the cheeses. Prep the bags for the cheeses, and these I will not vacuum pack as hard as the salmon, as it will just squeeze the cheese. So this one, when you just say seal, it actually makes a mild vacuum sealing. So, and this one still pulls a little vacuum, but then it just seals the bag. Or maybe you couldn't hear, but this just seals the bag, slightly vacuumed, and I don't want to press the cheese too much, so this is good just for sealing. Yep. On with the rest, and these I will not put in the freezer. Cheeses just go in the fridge and keep it cool, and this one with 3 degrees, it will last for 1-2 months maybe, but usually we will eat it up sooner, so no problem. This one is nice and hard now, but I guarantee you when I cut this open, and there'll be a small brim, like 2-3 millimeters of this smoked area, and the rest is just more firm, so it's a nice cheese. Last one of the cheeses, so all is left is the salt. I have this jar with a screw lid, and I'll just put the salt into that. So here we have the salt. I'll just mix it a little around with the new one with the old one, so it'll be nice and evenly smoked. Yeah, and then the small one, I know a couple of our friends also like this smoked goods, so this will be a small present for them. I'm going to see them in the weekend here. So usually when people smell this, oh, they say, oh, this is good, and they can use it in cooking or whatever. So this will be a small present. The rest is for home use. So let me see if it can fit all in here. Yep. So there you have it. Salmon, cheese, and salt from my own smoking oven. And it tastes pretty good. So I'll show you end result with the salmon. Maybe just a picture later. Thank you for watching.